Sanford.
Florida's Stand Your Ground law is, of course, at the center of the controversy in this case. And Major Norm Belson, he's an expert firearms instructor. You've been in before.
Yes,
we are so
sure.
glad that you're here again to give us some insight into this case. Now, obviously, you're an outsider looking in on the Trayvon Martin case, but what's your take on this?
The biggest problem I think we have with the Stand Your Ground rule, protection of persons and property law, is the citizen does not truly understand the law. It seems in many cases it's an excuse for aberrant behavior, and they try to justify their activity by using the Stand Your Ground law. And that's not what it's designed or intended to do.
Now, so are you telling your students that that is the last resort? And what do you tell your students?
It's very simple. We do have the right by Florida State Statute 736.013 parentheses 3 to stand your ground if we're attacked. But my recommendation is very simple. Exceed the duties imposed upon you by the state, so become a better citizen rather than merely a good citizen. Retreat. Retreat loudly. Make noise. Turn the lights on the criminal, because criminals don't want to have their evil actions exposed to the public view.
Yeah. Now, we've had some other cases kind of come up recently, also in Hillsborough County. Do you think this defense is being used too much now, and do you think that this law, frankly, is dangerous?
No, it's not the law. It's a lack of knowledge of the law and its requirements and its provisions. It's very simple. This does not protect the attacker. It protects that person who is attacked. That's the citizen the law is aimed to protect.
Right.
Not the attacker.
Good point.
I have pretty strong opinions, particularly about this last case, this young man, Trayvon Martin.
And the line is hot.
In my opinion, of course, I wasn't there.
Right.
I
You're
have
just
no
an
personal
observer.
knowledge, just reading the newspaper, TV, and so on. My personal opinion, I think George Zimmerman's actions were neither prudent, nor reasonable, nor required, nor justifiable. Because he initiated the attack. There are certain other overtones that would also cast doubt on his motive and his intent. And unfortunately, that resulted in the death of a young man and major trauma for the family and the girlfriend.
Right.
Trayvon's young girlfriend.
And that is why, of course, so many across the country are outraged. They definitely share your opinion as well. Norm, real quick before you go, where can people find information about your training?
Well, the training is just Major Norm Belson.
Yep.
Or StaySafeStreets.com. But for the average person, the best resource to learn about, to understand the Stand Your Ground rule is a book by an attorney from Orlando, John Guttmacher.
Okay.
Florida Firearms, Law, Use, and Ownership. He has 13 separate pages devoted to the law in plain English. You don't have to be an attorney to understand it.
Okay.
You must be educated.
And we will put that on our website,
Good.
too.
Thank you
Norm,
very much.
always a pleasure.
Always a
Great
pleasure.
to see you. We love your insight. John, back to you.
Hey, coming up, he struck out with all the local girls, so what did he do? Well, this teenage boy turned to